welcome to another video tutorial with KukuraCapital. In this video tutorial, we're going to be discussing how to download a MetaTrader 4 platform. Now, this is a platform that is used to trade forex and other assets, particularly CDFs and sometimes binary options. Now, in this video tutorial, I'm going to be discussing how to download this platform if you're using a Macintosh or a Windows device, and then I'm going to be discussing 4 different brokers which I recommend. However, I should put a disclaimer that I've not been sponsored by any of these financial institutions, all these brokers, to advertise their platform, and in addition to that, I'm giving a subjective opinion, which means that even if I particularly prefer a certain platform, it does not mean that it is the best platform out there. The things that you should consider when you are going to open an account is things such as how much do they charge, what spreads do they charge, and how reliable is that broker. So if you're not too sure on whether you are in a legitimate platform, you can just go on the internet, search that particular company's name, and you will be able to see a lot of reviews that have been done about that company. Now, one of the biggest red flags are if you see people complaining about struggling to withdraw their money from that account, you should really reconsider whether or not you should open an account with that particular broker. Now, in addition to that, if you are a beginner, you don't want to open a live account with a broker that requires a lot of initial minimum deposit, because that's just a very high risk if you do not have the particular experience. Now, one of the things I do recommend is that you open a demo account before you even open a live account, and you see how successful you are in that demo account. Now, the thing that normally happens is that people open demo accounts, and in the first week, after making money based off of luck, they think now they're a professional trader, open a live account, and they do not succeed. Now, I'm someone who's trying to advocate for the truth about the financial industry. I do want people to be successful in this industry, but in order for people to be successful, they need to deal with the truth. So I'll be discussing how to sensibly open a demo account also in this video tutorial, and I'll always mention that in the forex market you get a high percentage of failure of between 80 and 90% amongst retail brokers. Now, particularly it's because they're not persistent, and people join this industry assuming they're going to become overnightly successful, and then when it doesn't happen, they're really disappointed, and then you find they're saying all sorts of negative things about the forex market when it's not the market itself, it's just their interpretation of what trading should be alike. Now, in this first website, I'll be discussing MT Trading. Now, this is a great broker, but I particularly advise them if you don't have a Windows device and you're trying to just download the platform on a Macintosh. Now, to download the platform is really straightforward. You simply place your email address and then you'll be allowed to download, and it takes a few minutes. Now, if you want to create a live account, I don't highly recommend this because it's not based in South Africa, and I always say if you're going to be opening an account, it's highly recommendable that you open an account with a broker that has a physical office and at least a country where you're domiciled, so if anything happens or anything transpires, you have a place to go to address any issues that may arise. But it is a great platform if you just want to use the charts and have access to the platform on your Macintosh. You can still place orders on MetaTrader 4 platform through your phone or through a tablet. So I do recommend this if you are using a Macintosh and you just want access to the platform. Now, in my personal recommendation, I highly recommend JP Markets. I've been using this platform for a long time. I've not experienced any problems. I've experienced a lot of good customer support, and the best thing about it is they do have offices throughout South Africa, so if any instance you do have a serious problem with your account, you can physically go to them and they will be there to help you, and if anything transpires, you can hold them liable because they are physically there. Like, you can go to the office, you can see who works there, you can see what's happening, so you have some legitimacy about this website that is an advantage opposed to if you try to open an account with a broker who's not based in South Africa. To open a live account, it's really simple. You just enter your details, submit a copy of your ID, and also a proof of residence, and then they will verify it for you and then give you the necessary details to open a live account. And as well as that, you get a account manager who you can contact if you have any problems or need any assistance in developing your account or just understanding and maneuvering the platform. Now in addition to that, if you want to download it, you just go to platforms and then you just download the MetaTrader 4 platform, or which is for Windows. Now you do get this option for Mac or Linux. However, if you do try to download it, it is a very tasking process. You have to go through another application to convert your Windows to a Mac compatible file, and then once you've done that, you still have to load it. And the thing is that even once you have the platform, it's not necessarily the broker is no longer JP Markets, it's another broker, so you just have access to the platform, but you don't have access to all the benefits of being with JP Markets. Now when you are choosing a broker, I think I've mentioned this, you're looking for one that has low spreads and that has a lot of options and different variety of things to trade. The more variety you have, the more options you have, the more you can choose from, the more you can learn. Now why I like JP Markets is they have a lot of available things that you can trade. You can trade indices, you can trade equities, you can trade a lot of things. So I think it's really an advisable platform if you want to have a huge access to the market, if you want to have a huge scope, a huge broad range of things to trade. And so my personal favorite is JP Markets, and in addition to that, there's no minimum requirement. So if you want to deposit a very small amount like 500 rand, you're allowed to do that. Now opposed to with TD Markets, which the minimum contract size is $1,000. Now that's about 13 to 14,000 rand, which is quite a hefty amount for some people to deposit in their account when they are starting. Now if you want to know how much you should start with, we've written an article about that, so you should just go and check our website www.KukuraCapital.co.za. Now you can download it simply. You just click on the platform and then it will download for you. Once again, this is another platform that is particularly designed for Windows, so it's more compatible with Windows than it is for a Macintosh or another device like a Linux laptop. Now do note that both of all the Meta4 trading platforms are available on your computer, phone and tablet, which is absolutely fantastic, especially for the phone, because you can check your portfolio wherever you are as long as you're connected to the internet, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Now also something I do need to mention is that a Meta4 trading platform is always for free, so do not be deceived. There are some people who do try to sell this package on a CD and tell you all sorts of things, and that's absolutely a scam. This is absolutely for free. Just you can download from any website and it's going to be universal in terms of the interface. You won't get a different type of meta trading platform. Now there is 4 and 5. Now 5 is just a more modern interpretation. They've just added some different features, but the general interface is the same. Now another website that you can download from is XM. Now XM you can download for your Macintosh and it's very compatible. I'll be showing you that now, and for Windows, and once again it's available on any site. And if you are going to open a demo account, I highly recommend XM, and I'm going to show you why just now. The only disadvantage that I believe with XM, you're going to open a live account, is the fact they're not based in South Africa, so you have that disadvantage that if a problem does arise, you're not really dealing with somebody in your local environment, which can be quite worrisome, and it can give you some anxiety depending on how you are. Like, I'm someone who would prefer when the office is closer to me, in proximity to me, so if I get a problem I can literally drive there. With XM, it's not based in South Africa, so you do have that disadvantage, and in addition to that, you may struggle opening a live account because the requirements to open a live account aren't really catered to somebody who's in South Africa. So to open a demo account, I do recommend this platform. So you just see how it is. You just go to open an account, click on that, and then you place your personal details. You're supposed to open demo account, not a live account. Oh yes, here open demo account is actually on the homepage. You place in your details, which is straightforward, but the thing I want to really address is that you choose your base currency and you go for the South African Rand. When you open a live account, you can choose to either have your base currency in dollars or pounds or rands. I personally keep it in rands, but there's no real right or wrong. It's up to you. So based on what you decide, and then this is the most important thing. Your investment amount should be what you're really going to invest when you open a live account. It's unpractical to open a 1 million rand demo account when you know very well that you're going to deposit 1,000 rand in your live account. The demo account needs to mirror what you plan to do in your live account as much as possible. So keep it realistic. So if you're going to deposit about 5,000 rand, then put 5,000 rand in your demo account. If you're going to deposit 10,000 rand in your in your live account, then put 10,000 rand in your demo account. Don't put 10,000 rand in your demo account if in your live account you can only afford to put 1,000 rand. So be very realistic in your demo account so that you have realistic expectations and you can really see how you can maneuver an account with a certain amount of money, because obviously if you have a small account you can only afford a certain amount of risk opposed to if you have a larger account. So I highly recommend that people stick between 1,000, 3,000 and 5,000 rand and don't really cross over that unless you plan to start with 10,000 rand in your live account. That's the most important thing that I just wanted to draw your attention to. Now the next thing is I just want to show you how the platform looks and how it works. So as you can see here, this is a demo account with XM. So when you open your first account, you'll probably get like a ping and a message, like a mail, and then it will have 4 charts open. Here it has 5 just because I've already been using this. And if you just want to maximize on one, you just click the middle button and then it will open that chart for you, and it will have some kind of indicator already there, a moving average. If you want to remove it, you just double click, you just click on it, then you right click and then you say delete. If you want to remove this indicator, you right click here and then you say delete indicator window. I'm just gonna maneuver you through this platform. If you want to choose a new chart, you just go to file, new chart, and then you click which one you want. If you want more options, just go to Forex 1 or Forex 2. Alternatively to this, you can just go to view and then market watch, which is this rectangular box, and then you can just also choose the currency pair and drag it to the chart. View basically just to get your terminal, which shows you your balance, how much you've traded, etc. And then you can see your account history. If you have a trade that's open, it will show you how it's doing and your profit and your loss. And then these are just like drawing tools if you want to draw a horizontal line, a vertical line. And then this is our crosshair tool, the most important. If you don't have to count your pips, you can just drag it, and then the number in the middle is the total number of pips. The third number is your price, and then the first number is the number of candles that you've crossed with this crosshair tool. And then in addition to that, you can just draw other things like your Fibonacci, but we'll be discussing this in other video tutorials where we actually are using these tools. And then insert, if you want to insert an indicator, you just go to insert, you go to trend, and then you choose whichever indicator you want, and then you just go on your chart. And then if you want to place an order, you go to new order. Now this is definitely the most important window when it comes to trading, because this is how you make your money. So we will be discussing this in more detail in a separate video tutorial. And then we have the types of candles. You have your bar, you have your candle, and you have your line. Obviously the most used and preferred is the candle. Now candlestick analysis is perhaps one of the most important things in trading, particularly if you're considering doing price action trading, which is trading where you base it off the price which you interpret through the candles. So we will be doing a whole nother series, but that's a part of our masterclass where we'll be discussing what different candlesticks actually mean. But you need to know that candlesticks are so critical. People write books just on candlestick analysis, so we're just going to try to condense it and summarize it to get to the main points. Like something like this formation is really important, where you get this huge pin, a strong rejection, which is tells you a lot about what's happening in the market. Here you get your different time frames, literally from 1 minute to a month, and then you have, that's basically how this platform works. And then if you want to change how your chart looks, you just go to properties, and then you can go to black and white or choose whatever color. If you want to change the color of your actual candles, you can just say the bullish ones are red, of green, and then you just say green as well, and then your bearish ones can be red, or you can make them blue or pink or whatever color you want them to be. And then you can just remove the grid if you don't like it like that. And then there's just more things to it, but you'll see as we make more video tutorials regarding to how to draw certain things like support and resistance, or how to use a stochastic. You see us really engage with this platform more practically and more efficiently, like how you would actually do it when you are trading, because the objective of this video tutorial series is to give you the right skills that will equip you to start getting the groundwork of trading and having the right understanding to trade. Obviously you're gonna have to compound it with more skills that you can do through reading and learning, and we'll advise you accordingly. Or maybe you want to go and do a course, we can also recommend some if we find, so that will be the objective of this video tutorial series about learning forex. Thank you for watching another video tutorial with KukuraCapital.